to the future. Yeah! Run the metrics, breaking down the tape now. See the vision of a future great now. Data-driven, film confirmed. That's the motto, lesson learned. Data-driven, film confirmed. Welcome to the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Draft of the Future. This is Ryan back with another player profile. Today, I am covering the tight end from Oregon who was better than Sadiq. Everyone knows, if you heard me last year, I was a little low on Sadiq. Didn't think that he was deserving of the hype. Had him as a late second round type guy. And we'll see if I'm right or not on that, but that's just was my view of him. And part of that is because I didn't think he was even the best tight end on his team. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit notifications so you catch all of our content. But today, we're going to be talking about Jamari Johnson, the other tight end out of Oregon. He is a very, very big player. He's 6'5", 257, so he's got the great size that you want. He's not required to come out this year, I believe. I believe he has one more season after this year if he wants it. However, I think there's a good chance that he's going to have the possibility to be a first-round pick if he chooses to come out. So we'll get into it. I've got quite a few clips here of him, so we'll get into these. In this first one, in this first one, he is run blocking, helps to break the running back out for the first down. I don't think he's the greatest blocker in the world, but he is a willing blocker, and he's got the size where he can get better. So here it is. Makes a nice block right there, and that was enough to help spring the running back for that first down. He did his job. We'll show that again. Sorry, there we go. Hits the linebacker, boom. Running back's able to get out the side for the first down. All right. In this next clip, he runs a pretty solid route, and then we'll see the result here. Cuts inside. And first off, that was a nice throw right into the middle of two defenders. Watch that again. Cuts inside. Nice ball, and he drops it. I'm pretty sure I showed this replay. It was one of only 2 drops he had on the entire season. I was a little annoyed watching that because it's not what he does. Again, the ball is right there. No reason not to make that catch. This was against the future champions of the football college football playoff. But one of the biggest drops he had in one of the biggest moments of the season. So that's a little unfortunate. He is on this next play. He does a little double move route up the seam for a touchdown. Cuts in, then cuts out, wide open. I'll show you that again. All right. So right up here, cuts in, cuts back out, cooks I believe that's a linebacker covering him, and boom, wide open, touchdown. Makes the catch on a beautiful ball too, from good chance QB1 this year, Dante Moore. All right. In this next clip, he gets into the second level and makes a nice block. Boom. Again, this play started, and it starts off, you don't see him, but he's in the second level. He hits this block. That's where the running back was going. That defender was going to run right into that running back if he didn't make that block. So again, not the greatest blocker in the world, but he's a willing blocker, and he shows flashes of being a great blocker. All right, this next one, he needs to make a better chip. This was a really sad attempt at a chip. He barely makes any contact, and then it's just a really bad throw too. Now again, did that play have too much of an impact on the actual game? Probably not, but he makes almost no contact, And had he made a better chip, maybe the offensive tackle could have caught the guy that was coming around on the stunt. All right, and this next one, it's another run blocking play. He's right there. He's standing up as a guy. He gets taken down a little bit, but it's a good run block. Sorry, I went back too far. Here we go. He stands up as a guy, driving his feet, good run block, and then the running back comes into him. And on this next one, he makes a good catch and then gains a few extra yards after the catch. Catch right there. Again, nice little spin move just to gain a few extra yards. It's not like that was like a world beater or anything like that, but just the awareness to get your body around to try to gain a few extra yards when your team is still down, pretty much out of the game. He's still fighting for extra yards. So I like that. Again, because in this game, they're down 42-15. It's pretty much over. Indiana's won, but he is still fighting for those extra yards and giving it his all. All right, so we'll move past the Indiana game, and this next play is beautiful. He kind of puts a little on the defender, whoop, whoop, and then gets wide open for a big play, and then lunges in for the touchdown. Watch this again. Just a nice little quick move on the defensive back here. Cuts in, boom, puts his foot in the ground, cuts in, gets wide open, and then he's able to have the balance and strength to extend there for the touchdown. Loved that play. That was against James Madison. This next one, terrifying play, but it's a little shovel pass touchdown. And when watch where he gets this ball, you do not expect him to score a touchdown. Here he is. He gets the ball right here. Look at that. I want to pause that. He gets the ball right there. He is behind a bunch of defenders, a bunch of offensive linemen. No chance he's getting in, right? Nope. He's strong. He drives those legs. He barrels through, gets the touchdown. Loved that play. That's one of those type of plays that is just fun to watch because, again, there's no reason he should have scored there, but he did. And then this next one, another big-time move, makes a big play, cuts in on the guy right there, and then gets wide open and has the speed to get down the field a little bit stronger. See, that's the thing is, like, I'm going to be back and forth on probably him and Peter Clark as my number one. Boom, that inside move on the defender, gets open and just runs down the field. He does get caught eventually, but that's some pretty good speed for a big guy. All right, so next one. Now against Texas Tech. He's one-on-one with David Bailey. David Bailey's like, excuse me. So, again, David Bailey is chasing down the play on the backside there. The reason I show that is because, first off, no one should ever be one-on-one with David Bailey. But, that's not his strength. His strength is not one-on-one blocking. But here, he gets another shot at Bailey. Not one-on-one, but he's trying to chip here. He does hit him, and then he gets open. Ball goes to someone else, but he was open there for the play. So he at least did, try to do a little bit more. And then again, Texas Tech, great defensive line, so they're using him a lot more in the pass blocking. So here's another pass blocking rep here. I believe this is against Romello Height, and he handles him really, really well. We'll watch that again. That last little one. Watch this pass block rep. Quick contact, maintains control of the defender. That's Jamari Johnson. So with him, he's a solid blocker. For the size that he has, he's pretty fluid as a route runner. And so he's got great hands too, and he's got good speed. Not great speed, but good speed. He's an absolute mismatch in the pass game. He's a huge weapon, and I legitimately think he's a better player than Sadiq. I think he fits the NFL tight end mold better, and I think he's going to have a better long-term career and has longer sustainability than Sadiq will. So that's Jamari Johnson. He's going to be on the big stage all season. You're going to get to see him a ton, so make sure you check him out. and make sure you join us for our next video.